What's going on, everyone? Matthew here again. It's probably the last fight recap video of the year. I think this is the third or fourth one we've done now on the channel, and I've left it a few weeks to let the stories pile up again. And we've got a few good ones. I've got a list on my phone, and we'll start off with the main one. I think everyone's in the boxing world and MMA world is talking about the minute. Jake Paul's KO of Tyron Woodley. It wasn't just a standard TKO. He put this man to sleep. I think just Tyron Woodley's done now, man. I think he's just had way too many losses in a row here. Going back to the time in the UFC where he lost 5 in a row as he left it. To be fair, I was fighting some really top quality opponents in there, but I mean, getting KO'd by Jake Paul, who's only started boxing 3 or 4 years ago, was insane. Full respect to both men, getting in there. Tyron Woodley, obviously in short notice after Tommy Fury pulled out. I still hope we get that Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight. I know Calum and I have made reference to before in previous videos that we really want to see it. I absolutely want to see that. I think it'd be a very interesting matchup, but I'm not sure Tommy would have survived if he was in there with Jake Paul. Jake Paul's got some serious knockout power. He slept Tyron Woodley. His face was on the floor. Another good fight that happened last week was Joseph Parker versus Derek Chisora 2. Now, Chisora is a bit of an interesting one. I don't think he's ever on the level of even like a Dillian White, or certainly not an Anthony Joshua or a Tyson Fury, but he's a very good fighter. And Joseph Parker obviously defeated by Anthony Joshua as well early in his career. He's really up and coming at the minute. He's still young. I think he's about 29, 30, and he put in a really good display against Chisora. I'm a Joseph Parker fan. I do like him, and I'm glad he got the win. Chisora, what a fighter though! What a war between the two. How he managed to survive in there, I'm not too sure, but he really dug deep, and he did well. He did well, but yeah, I think it's maybe time for Chisora to hang up the gloves as well. What is he, 37? You can only take so many battles like that really before your body really starts to deteriorate. And with a few losses in a row, with 2 to Parker, I think he's maybe done at the very top level. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Another big name in the British boxing world is Tyson Fury. Now, I really used to love Tyson Fury. Like about a year ago, even before that, with the whole mental health journey, I really respected him, and I still do respect him for that, of course. But I just think the whole way him and his team have gone about the fights recently has been really wrong. After the Deontay Wilder third fight, him calling out Dillian White and having this list of names that who he wants to fight. And of course, Dillian White has been without a successful, title bid in a while. And he finally got one, it seemed, until last week, where it seemed that Frank Warren and Tyson Fury's team said, "Oh, we're not really looking at that Dillian White fight," which I find so bizarre, given that, Tyson Fury called out White. I think it was maybe around the time of the third Wilder fight. What a fight that was, by the way. Definitely fight of the year. But yeah, it seems to be that Frank Warren, obviously promoter of Tyson Fury, is looking at an Andy Ruiz fight potentially in Vegas, which I think that would be interesting. Andy Ruiz, of course, pulled the upset on Anthony Joshua a couple of years ago now. A really good fighter too. I was recently watching this fight with Chris Ariola yesterday, and obviously, 2 good fighters, but Andrew Ruiz, I think, is exceptional. He really is. I think it'd be a tough fight for anyone. One fight I would love to see is Tyson Fury, Dillian White, but also Deontay Wilder. I'd love to see Deontay Wilder get back in the ring, man. Honestly, he's probably my favorite fighter these days, and I think a Deontay Wilder Andrew Ruiz fight would be a real show, to potentially to be last fight of Wilder's career. Of course, he's getting on now a bit, but I think that would be an exceptional fight, Wilder versus Ruiz. Please make that happen. Dillian White, though, I feel bad for him. I think he's just got fucked over far too many times. I'd love to see him get the win against Tyson Fury. Although I don't really particularly hate Fury, I just feel like Dillian White deserves the chance, and I think he would take it. I think that'll be a really tough fight for Fury. To be honest with you, I don't think there's really any heavyweight out there that would be, an easy fight for him, especially with Usyk, AJ on the market too these days. Yeah, I feel like Dillian White Fury, please make that happen. I really want to see that. Hopefully in the UK as well. It'll be a good spectacle to see. But I'm trying to think of any news. Really, nothing really. If I were going to choose fight of the year, I probably would. I mean, I definitely have to go for Fury Wilder 3. I mean, both men are warriors. Fury dug deep, but Wilder had to dig deep too, and Fury came out the victor. So that's definitely my fight of the year. And if we're gonna go for KO of the year, I think the Jake Paul one has to be up there. That KO of Tyron Woodley was insane. Literally face down on the canvas. It was remarkable. Fair play to him. The guy's got talent. But yeah, I mean, that wraps up the fight recap video, the last one of the year. Hopefully by January time, February time, we'll have loads of good fights to talk about and fight announcements. Hopefully Wilder fight gets announced and a Fury fight gets announced. I really hope, fingers crossed. And of course, AJ Usyk, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, we're really trying to hit 300 subscribers by the end of the year. So please hit that subscribe button. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on the fight game down below. What fights do you want to see? Who's your favorite fighter these days? What was your fight of the year? Let us know in the comment section down below. And yeah, hope you guys are all well. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas too. Take care, and bye-bye.